Well, I don't think many people seen that coming. Chelsea have been in great form. They've been free scoring goals for fun. The West Ham fans have hardly been exactly over the moon with the performances in the football that they've had recently. But Chelsea have ran out 5-0 winners this weekend against a West Ham team that did hit the woodwork 3 times, by the way, and did, for the most part, give a good account of themselves. But they did it in style. They scored some fantastic goals. But I think we've started to see a real evolution in an actual framework at Chelsea that might show that they might actually end up playing some pretty good football. In the video today, we're going to have a look at where the battle was won and lost for Chelsea in this one, basically, because for the most part, this game was quite end-to-end. It was a rather open affair, and although the statistics do lean into the fact that Chelsea won this 5-0, had a lot of possession, made lots of passes, created lots of chances in this game, it was more interesting how the team had set up and actually not only stopped West Ham from doing their thing, but put their individuals in the best positions possible to influence the match at any point in the video today. If you do laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for 10,000 subscribers, and we cannot do that without your support. Get into the comment section on this one and let me know who your man of the match was. Cole Palmer is normally the name on everyone's lips, but after this game, there was a lot of standout performances, so I'll be really interested to hear from any of you guys that caught the game who your man of the match was. And yeah, let's just get stuck straight into it. Now, on the face of it, this game did lay out, in terms of both the starting 11s and the tactics that you would probably have come to expect for both teams. West Ham being very compact and very narrow and looking to use their quality in the attacking areas to break into any spaces that Chelsea might let loose themselves. Attacking set pieces, defending set pieces are a thing that West Ham put a lot of time and effort into and can be very dangerous at exposing. And Chelsea themselves, you know, haven't always been great this season at taking opportunities that present themselves. At the moment, they're in a fantastic run before this game, scoring lots of goals, minus the Arsenal match, obviously. And they've really put themselves into position in the table where they have a distinct possibility now of putting a big thick silver lining onto this big black cloud of a season that they've been going through. Now within touching distance of the top 6, Man United have got a game in hand on Monday night against Palace. Let's see how that goes. And the main criticism that has went Chelsea's way has been the manager, has been the style of play, and despite the abundance, the embarrassment of riches that they've spent, the quality of player they've got throughout the team, they didn't really have too much to show for it. But this was really where I think we're starting to see, I know the cream of the crop, Cole Palmer and one or two others have started to show themselves, but now I think we're really starting to see a real squad develop, a real squad mentality, because it wasn't as simple as the old Chelsea 4-2-3-1. As soon as Chelsea were getting set up into possession, one of the most interesting things that happened in this game was Cucurella coming into inverted fullback, coming into defensive midfield here alongside Moises Caicedo, and then just giving a bit of a platform into the game for the likes of Gallagher to, you know, just getting amongst the crowds wherever the ball was going to be, and Palmer to try and find that space or link up with Gallagher and go and try and make some chances happen. And because the West Ham back four love to be deep and narrow, and because the likes of Alvarez and Souček don't really fare too far up the pitch, that, you know, this inverted fullback situation, when you add Madueke out nice and wide, Mudryk was hugging the line as well, it gave Chelsea this huge space that was crowded, that was congested, and when you've got quality players that are good in tight spaces like Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer, they were able to play the ball into an area like this and really have the West Ham players, you know, magnetise, you know, get drawn to the ball, as it were, before zipping it out wide for somebody like Madueke to go one-on-one with the fullback, or even with Mudryk as well, if he could get some space in behind Kufal. And this is probably one of the better performances I've seen in the Premier League from Mudryk. I thought he actually put in a pretty good shift down the left-hand side here. But as the game goes end-to-end, and the likes of Bowen and maybe Kudus are going up and trying to get West Ham a shot, try and create something in the match themselves, when Chelsea get back into this kind of platform situation, this crowded area became a little bit more vacant, and then it really did feel like it opened it up for the likes of Palmer and Gallagher to play the runs of Jackson, of Mudryk, of Madueke in the first half. In West Ham then were just really chasing shadows for a large part of the game. Now, with the exception of Madueke's goal in the first half, which was, you know, from the corner, Chelsea get their fantastic opportunities in this game because they just know how West Ham are going to play, and they don't have that much distinct quality in their ranks, to be quite frank. And as soon as they start to give Chelsea this type of space to really just get at their box, then this is where the Chelsea transfer strategy kind of pays off, because man to man, individual to individual, when it's a test of technique, strength, decision making, etc., Chelsea just have so many more players closer to the world class, the upper elite level compared to West Ham. And when they get this amount of possession, 65% across the first half, then West Ham are begging for Chelsea to take these types of shots. Cole Palmer's goal, Conor Gallagher's goal, fantastic strikes. And It's quality that gets Chelsea ahead in this game here. But as the goals went in, and as longer as the first half went on, it felt like Conor Gallagher was covering so much ground. He was absolutely everywhere. And, depending on how the play went, you'd see the likes of Caicedo maybe nipping into this zone here. You'd maybe see Cucurella trying to play an adventurous ball for someone in the attacking third. And these guys weren't just, protecting the defence, as it were, but they were very active in play. And they really built the platform for Gallagher to excel a bit more in this match, as well as for us to continue to see the best of Cole Palmer. And in the land of the Giants here, Zuma, Ogbonna and Souček, Nico Jackson was just kind of lost a little bit in the first half for me. But again, Madueke feels like he's going from strength to strength. And if Chelsea can build upon this kind of defensive solidarity here against a West Ham team in the first half that hit the woodwork twice, fair enough, it's from set piece, kind of second balls and all the rest of it, but a team that have, Paqueta, Kudus and Bowen, 3 players of genuine quality. This is a game that Chelsea should be expressing this type of dominance against, and I was really impressed with the fact that, number one, they were able to do it, but number two, the way they'd done it was rather different to what I've normally seen from Mauricio Pochettino and really from Chelsea this year, where it was a lot more coach-led rather than individual-led. As much as the individual quality comes out for the first 2 goals with Palmer and Gallagher, more than most other matches that I've seen Chelsea this year, and I've been a big critic of Mopo, but I think this was, he had his fingerprints all over this, which in the first half gives everyone so much more confidence. And really, as the second half goes, it was a rather non-event. As soon as that 4th goal went in, it just really felt like West Ham were on the beach after that, because the level of effort they went to press, to try and turn the ball over, it was almost exclusively done by the likes of Kudus and Paqueta, Jared Bowen, Mikel Antonio, the front 4, the better players in the team. And as the game went on and on and on, the rest of the West Ham team just turned into guys. Chelsea's bench was so strong. We've seen the likes of Nicolas and Kunku coming back, which was fantastic, as well as Cassidy coming back into the team. Gusto, Gilchrist, Disasi, some really strong substitutions here. And as I say, the 5th goal was really good by Nico Jackson to finish that off. But looking at the statistics, all the players I've captured today, everyone was an absolute standout for me. Cucurella in that inverted fullback position with 66 accurate passes in this game, only losing possession 8 times, 6 of them being missed passes. It's an absolute standout of a statistic. But Thiago Silva, with his assist, clocked in a 100 out of 100 rating in this game. And he was, quietly brilliant in this game. He gets the points for the clean sheet, of course, but 3 tackles won, 8 effective clearances, 1 block, 75 accurate passes, only lost possession once. He is the absolute godfather of defender, isn't he? And he gets his assist with, the chance created from the corner to knock it on for Madueke. Moyes' Caicedo in this game clocks up 94 accurate passes, 2 tackles, a big chance created, and 4 contests won where he's broke past his man into our forward area. Chalobah only lost possession 3 times, 64 accurate passes, 5 effective clearances. He's won a tackle as well. A huge performance for him, and it really did feel like these are not necessarily the players that will let Chelsea down, but not the stars of the show, not the ones that contribute to a commanding performance. It is normally a bit of the Conor Gallagher living, because just how well-rounded he is at going all over the pitch, being everything to all players, all of his teammates, and normally contributing where it matters with a goal or an assist or something. And Cole Palmer, who is one of the best, if he doesn't get into the Premier League 11 of the year, it is an absolute crime. 12 penalty area entries, 4 attempted assists. He got his goal, of course. 52 accurate passes, 18 of them in the final third, and 92 out of 100 rating for him. Nico Jackson bagging a 100 with 3 decisives, 2 goals and an assist. And Noni Madueke coming out with a 100 out of 100 rating in this game as well. And he was one of the best players on the day, no 2 ways about it. 4 shots on target, 5 penalty area entries, 1 big chance created, as well as his assist and his goal, of course. Duels won and lost is -1 as a net ratio, which isn't great. With 42 accurate passes, 19 of them in the final third, when you consider his positioning on the pitch. Everything he was doing was putting West Ham on the back foot and causing Chelsea, to create chances and ask questions of West Ham and create spaces and opportunities for some other players. So for me, I think he was low-key man of the match in this one. And really now, as we look at the game zoomed out after it's been finished, we see everyone's contribution. We're thinking ahead for Chelsea's running. They can continue to build out this type of game model in possession, having Caicedo and Cucurella kind of in there holding hands as the platform, to then allow this attacking forward in support of Jackson to go on and damage their opponents, with Nottingham Forest, Brighton and Bournemouth being Chelsea's last 3 games, alongside hopefully Christo and Kunku coming back into this front line to completely level the operation up. Chelsea could finish the league off in absolute style here, get into a great position in the table, and then actually be able to plan for next season with some sort of confidence and optimism versus how mainly the season has been going. So really impressed with, I say, the game model, the style of play we've seen from Chelsea here. And over the next 3 games, I think they're actually going to continue this really high scoring vein of form that they're in. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. On screen, there now some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share and retweet, and all that good stuff, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.